Sangal, as you say, that they win these matches that they should be winning, to give them a bit more breathing room going into the rest of the group. And here we go into Vertigo, the second map of the series. It is indeed the pick of 9. Will we see a change in the result from the first map? That's what we're going to find out. It's exactly what 9 are going to be hoping for.
9 picked Vertigo. Magical words in the eyes of many a Polish CS supporter from the good old days. But these days, we'll see. Ganginio towards CT. Going to tap away. But only playing retake on A. Ooh, aggression from xCloud. Pushing deep there, dealing with Bambosh nicely. Bomb pump will go down. Don't worry, we'll get the HUD through quickly after this round as well, so don't worry about that. Video on the line. The bomb is down, but the frags come through for Sangal.
Wow.
Absolute wipeout with the dualies. All 3 come through, and now KEiiiii tried with the smoke, but now he's been found, and he can't deny sausoL. Absolute madness in that smoke, and it's Sangal to take the pistol.
Yeah, you can't really fault the way KEiiiii tries to play that at the end of the round. Everything had already fallen apart. The dualies had done a lot of damage, Trav. 4 pistols between 2 players. That's a lot of firepower, and it worked out very nicely. At least there was a bomb plant for 9, though.
Yep, indeed, and obviously that is very impactful, because I'll be able to buy up at least something you'd think in this following round. We'll get the HUD sorted for you, and then we'll jump back into game. And just like that, I press my button. I'm not in control of it.
Can't start the game.
I'm gonna claim it. Force buy is in action. 3 Galils, Tech 9 and Mat 10, like we suspected. Already they're making it a little bit speedier. Tamika will deal xCloud straight away, and Linus toward the sandbags can't get his kill. Nora actually managed to take him down before that nade comes flying in from Ganginio, but he does step up toward Gap with 1 more.
Yeah, massive second frag coming through from him, but he has taken quite a lot of damage in the process. He's going to fall back all the way in towards Connector, forfeiting a lot of control in towards the A bomb site. There is a flank out of sausoL, though. He's going to clear the deep angle. Still, Bambosh will come out on top, and there's a lot of time left on the clock here. They don't have to commit into the A bomb site from here. This is looking really good for 9.
I can slow it down as well, yeah. Don't need to so much time to play with, don't need to rush into things. They made the correct decision anyway, and I think Sangal know what's going on, and they're going to fall off and save the FAMAS and the M4. Great recovery from 9, great hit back. We see that so often, don't we? I will admit I've not been necessarily digging into the stats on how common, when you get the bomb planted on the pistol, how common the success is on round 2 for T sides. But it feels very common, at least 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you get a very even buy going into that second round as the T side, despite the fact you lost the pistols. So it's always an uphill battle, and the fact that Sangal decided to try and take the early fight, that's where the round unravels, right? Because xCloud goes down early, Linus loses his gunfights out at range. Oh, Tamiko and Bambosh both have 1 point of health, by the way, surviving that explosion, so that's cool. But that round unraveled very quickly for Sangal, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not often you see that. Bomb Blast putting both of them down to the exact same. We saw a number of Saw and Rush B players on Nuke misjudging the bomb damage yesterday.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see what Sangal can do with the Force Spy at their disposal. Of course, a couple guns carried through here on Youngster and Ganginio, and there is quite a lean over towards the B side of the map from the CT side. In fact, now 3 players hard committed, and it looks like they're going to have a couple visitors on their doorstep.
It's going to be hard to hold as well. Youngster's been double named already in that cubby, but he might still do some good damage. Nice to pick off the back of it. Deagle out. Oh, it's a lineup, and I believe a collateral with the Deagle.
Yeah,
you don't see that too often.
Man, I can't believe he gets that, Trav. It looked like he was just panic spamming at that point, right? Just panic firing, hoping that you get the kills. Rips the head off of 2. And xCloud will finish off the job. The Force Spy goes the way of Sangal. My god, Linus.
Yeah, and they managed to get both AKs as well. I thought for a second they might just leave one on the floor with the round timer expiring, but Yeah, they get both AKs too. That's huge for Sangal to hit straight back. And the force by wars will continue. Of course, 9 can still afford some. They're going to get 2 AKs in play. Minio will sacrifice himself. And so will Norot, down just the pistols, of course. 3 rifles in play for 9. Still very doable.
Alright, well, let's see if they can make it happen. It looks like it's going to be a rinse and repeat from the previous round. No, never mind. A lot more focus towards Ram. Xcloud's committed to this position. He's certainly not getting out of here without a fight. Oh my goodness. Happy to maintain this position. You've got to be a bold player to play A ramp on this map, that's for sure. Happy to take gunfights, happy to get your hands dirty. Youngster says, I can get my hands dirty over towards B as well. It's exactly what he does.
Nice skill to take. Just leaves K and Norot. And probably you'd expect this will be a Sangar round and then a full eco for 9 after that. So rough. And there's Ganginio holding the light angle. That puts the bomb on the ground for Nick. He's going to try and aim duel 5 players. And it ain't even going to work on the first. Ganginio takes him down. And that now is the full eco for 9. So I've seen many a question in Twitch chat asking, where's Aurora versus Big Academy today? I think I've seen at least 15 or 20 people asking that question. The answer is, I believe it's not happening today because they were both participating in the ESL Challenger Melbourne Open Qualifier. So that'll be played on a different day in the future.
Okay, well, there we go. That's fair enough. That makes sense. Not much to work with here in this round. Get 9 blocked across the board. Xcloud says, I would like some anti-eco kills. We have seen Sangal lose a round to pistols already, but it's not going to happen here. They've got 3 AKs at their disposal, Trav. 9 need to proceed with caution.
Yeah, they're looking good now. Stepped it up. What do 9 have on their T side? It's a 9 T side that has, at least with Minio at the helm in the past, alongside the likes of K and Norot in the coach slot, has taken maps off some of the biggest team in the world. Not even the best in the world could stop 9 on Vertigo.
I mean, the only concern is they've played the map 4 times in the past 3 months, Trav, with the minimum of 2 of their players playing in the team, so the reps are just not there. Can they win this all-important gun round? They've run out of quite a lot of utility, and Linus has spotted the head. One, does he reappear? The head's offered up to him, and K is the one that pays the price. Minio wants to try and take the space that could be on offer. He doesn't just take space, he takes names.
Talking about taking space, the spacing there for Xcloud and Linus was not too great. That basically gifted Minio those 2 kills on a silver platter. Nice lineup for Minio, he knows his angles. 5 kills already to start off Vertigo. And that will probably force a save here from Ganginio, sausoL and Youngstar. And this little weird timing battle here between Bambosh and Ganginio is slightly strange. Looks like Bambosh is about to swing the angle, but he's just checking ladder back and forth. He's not checking Ganginio's angle. Bit awkward.
Question is it just going to end as a stalemate? Does Bambosh extend a bit more? Important round for 9 to win, and Ganginio, he's the one who's going to offer himself up on a silver platter. I guess he was like, I'm going to buy an AWP in the next round anyway. You got Xcloud and Linus looking over at him like, yeah, well, we would have liked the AK.
Yeah, it's those sort of small things which you look at and say, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But put it out of your mind quickly and move on. As you say, he does have his AWP up now as well. Seen many a good AWP play from Ganginio. Line branch, of course, but Youngstar is given no chance for defense on B, but sausoL, that's a great reface. Instant reface as well. Sometimes you can feel nervous to go for a slightly later reface like that, like sausoL did. Otherwise, you could just get ripped apart as well. But wanted to go for the trade, committed to it, successful with it. And so I'll be annoyed that he got caught out early.
Yeah. I mean, the great work there from sausoL is not only does he get the trade, but he also denies 9 getting into the bomb sites. However, through the smoke, he'll lose his life, and there's no further presence on that side of the map. It looks like KEiiiii's been doing a great job just keeping Sangal focused over towards ramps. They're going to have to settle for the safe, but KEiiiiii, oh, he's behind enemy lines right now. He could get 2 kills for free. Unfortunately, pathing isn't going to be in his favor. I mean, at least he still finds a frag, but Sangal, they'll pay that price, right? Because it means they just lose 1 player instead of potentially 2 to get the info.
Yeah, I think Exile pulled that utility
never mind.
right at the very end of him facing toward Gap. He had no idea it was there, so... Yeah, KEiiiii's doing all the work at removing the possibility of a save as well. It could be back to see KEiiiiiii in the corner too, yes. KEiiiiiii is looking way too high up. KEiiiiii crouches underneath. Do they go for the AWP? Yes, they do. They're going to try it out for at least 1 T round. Norot takes it. 9 back in the game.
Yeah, certainly so. I mean, haven't completely busted the economy of Sangal, but if they win this next round, they certainly will. Looks like they're trying to pepper that B bomb site, right? That's certainly been their main points of contact in the successful rounds they've had. And now they're pivoting. At least at the start of the round, you're very aggressive from the word go, trying to gain control. Couple FAMASas in play for Sangal as well. No AWP or KEiiiiiii. And no early aggression from the CT side either. I think it's the first round we've really seen them just reel it in from the word go. They did have 2 players into there, so I guess that was the play that they were making, but they've afforded a lot of space and control to 9 over towards ramp as a result.
This crowd is just priming utility pretty much, just waiting to get players coming their way. And there you go, talking about utility, he's got 2 HEs on the ground. When I said priming, I was more expecting for perhaps a little bank nade off the wall for the default plant, but he has both at his feet. I didn't realize he had a second until the last moment, and it completely ruins Minio. First they put him down to 42, second was more than enough. Probably maximum possible damage with those HEs. KEiiiiii is boosted up on the white box too, so he might be able to see something at the top of this. The nice opening from Bambosh. There's Tomiko again. It's those 2 that I brought up from the first map, hitting these 2 quickfire headshots. There are still 2 players here close to, of course. Linus could play for it, and he spots K early. The Molotov comes flying in. More damage, more nades. Means Tomiko can't get away from the plant, so it's a 2v3.
Really good molly nade combination there from Youngster to take down the plant, and now it's on Norot and Bambosh to try and convert the post plant into a round win. And look at Bambosh, he's gone into the smoke right now, into the belly of the beast. That diffuser's not being stuck by Linus either. Bambosh is not panicking, not spraying, nothing, and Linus will lose his life out. 9. Showing great signs of life right now on this T side. A number of consecutive rounds. Leveled up the scoreline and broken the bank of that CT side.
Huge. And big from Norot as well. You saw the question mark. I think it was from KEiiiiii when he got those exit frags on one of those previous rounds and removed the KEiiiiii AWP on Sandbag. You saw him look at it, obviously asking, do we want an AWP? Do we want an AWP? Norot said yes, and guess what? He's hit 2 really important kills in an afterplant to recover a tough situation. Puts Sangal on the eco as well.
Yeah, prime opportunity now for 9 to get their noses in front. T-side is gaining traction. You can see Minio pulling the strings. Great calls coming through from him on this T-side so far.
This is nice as well. Obviously, you're unlikely to get this much space in a gun round. Try it on the eco, and poor Linus is now just going to be botched as they attempt the boost. And they get shocked by an angry Tomiko from behind, which is not what you want so far in this series. He's been ridiculous. He gets 1, Minio got the other 2. Minio's been having a very nice map so far. He's got 8 kills. Every single one of his other teammates are on 4.
Fours across the board, 4-4 the scoreline. It's about to be 5-4.
What's your favourite number?
Favor of 9. Favorite number? Honestly, probably 438.
That's much more of a random number than I realised. Does that have a meaning?
I know well, it's actually just a sports reference from when I was a kid. Like, my favorite sports game that I watched was the amount of runs the one team scored, and they won the game with it. And it's just like stuck with me because it was a cool day, and so that's just become my number now. But
so if you were like a professional player in any sport, not just like a CS team or whatever, and you had a chance to choose a jersey number, would you choose 438?
Well, I don't know if you could, right? Like 3 digits, that's probably too many.
If they allowed it, would you do it?
I would just go with 69.
Oh, of course, you're one of those people.
One of those guys, one of them people. No, I mean, I had to just go for the joke. What about you, Trav? Do you have a lucky number? What would you put on your jersey?
I don't know. I you know, some numbers just like scream out at you, like just a nice number. I've always liked 32 for some reason, for literally no 32. Reason whatsoever. But number 7 is an obvious one that I've always liked.
Yeah. Probably the most popular number. Number 7 would be like the cool kid at school.
Yeah.
At school.
Indeed. Who's going to be the cool kid in round number 10? The cool kids, at least. Tomiko. Already got some mid control. Obviously not going to push too deep on it just yet because there's a minute 20 to go. The mid lurk is the most important and critical things on Vertigo. Catching rotations, and Youngstar, oh, he's already been cut off once or twice on B. This is dangerous. There's still a couple of mollies in play to move him to that position, but of course support from sausoL means that it feels a lot safer for him to do that. And you'll hear, obviously, all these ticks taken to the Molotov too from Bambosh, so some intel at least.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is one of the better positions that Sangal have been at this point in the past few rounds. But they are starting to shift away from that A bomb site. At least one of the players has. 2 players in towards Skinny. X-Floud is going to be in a good position, but K will still clear him out anyway. And now they are aware that... I think they're aware of the second player there, if I'm not mistaken. Support from Linus as well. 30 seconds on the clock. It looks like Minio wants to call for his troops to go in the opposite direction. And that's because Bambosh has found an opening.
Another one. That'll be a good timing on the molly from sausoL, but what does Bambosh do after it? Oh, I say good timing on the molly. It's exploded in midair, and that could cause problems, but he reacts beautifully to get 1 and 2. Okay, to trade it. Now it's a 2v2. 9 seconds, that's the big issue, and there's no way they can cross. With that little time on the clock, and with both players in position, Sangal even up the game once again.
Really important round for Sangal as well, right? Consider how they started here on the map. They were leading comfortably in a good position, and all that hard work was undone. Able to level it up once again. Are you favoring 9 on the T side or the CT side here, Trav?
It's hard. I think mainly down to Minio. I quite like their T side because we've seen what in the past you can do with basically whatever team. But yeah, I don't know. I think CT, you mentioned the firepower thing. I feel like firepower might be a bit more important on the CT side. We've seen a lot from Tomiko and Bambosh today. I feel like, you know, playing up ramp like Xantares and Wicadius do so incredibly well on Eternal Fire. That duo going up ramp together is impactful. On CT side, can they do the same? Remains to be seen.
Big exec in towards the A-bomb side. Haven't really seen any just outright execs coming through from line at the start of the round. I think they've realized they've been given a lot of control in towards ramp at the start of these rounds. Linus is going to get aggressive. 2 kills coming through back from him. sausoL will find a frag of his own. That's going to earn the man advantage now for Sangal. Still plenty of time for 9 to play with to try and get back into the round.
Oh, sausoL, his timing's going to be important here. Of course, he's got his AWP Gangino to hold that line. That's a big miss. And I guess now he'll be feeling a lot more comfortable, sausoL, to be honest, that maybe they don't realise he's there. You might hear that utility being swapped over. That's a bit bold. That gives Bambosh a kill back in response. Now a 2 versus 2, and they're both locked out from the side. 30 seconds. KEiiiii can push forward and get the bomb planted in the smoke. I think they should be able to hear where that exactly is being planted. Youngstar's charging through and deals with KEiiiii beautifully. It's all Mr. Bambosh. What can he do? Both players are next to each other and he spots both, but he can't adjust the spray for the last. And that means that Sangal are guaranteed to not be behind at half.
It's been nervy though, right? It's been really nervy these past few rounds that they've been able to win. Good recovery there. Linus getting aggressive towards ramp in the early stages of the defense. He was able to get 2 kills back. 9 nearly recover. Didn't have much going for them and they get close. But it doesn't work out. And now they're trying to deny Sangal a lead going into that second half. People often think that it's easy to play on the CT side when you don't have coordination in the team because you're playing new players who have been added to the roster or standing in. Problem is when it comes to rotations and positions and setups, that's where it can be a real struggle without any synergy.
Ooh, double nades. Youngstar, it's the second time he's been destroyed by those. I haven't taken him down for free. KEiiiii will manage to send Bambosh off the building to the cars below. Next foul, that's a lovely swing on Nora. Thankfully, KEiiiii was already far pushed up, so he can trade it. But already a man advantage for Sangal to try and finish off this half with a lead. And that's beautiful stuff from Linus. He's 15-7, by the way. Quietly been building up those kills. He had a beautiful, of course, Deagle collateral earlier. And he's leading the way very nicely. Minio has got Youngstar coming down the ladder on his right. Doesn't see it. Perhaps his res is slightly different. And he didn't see it at all. Sangal have a slight lead, 7-5. See you after a quick break. Second half of Sangal and 9. Let's see if Sangal can close this one out 2-0. If 9 have more to say on the CT side. Been a pretty good fight for them so far today, considering what they're having to play with.
Yeah,
Not the roster they want. And look at this little setup from 9 under the B stairs. Is Bambosh ready for this?
Well, how can you be, Trav? How can you be ready for this? Two players going to get boosted up. Flash over the top. There's... Oh, smokes first. Now the utility continues to rein in. Bambosh will catch a glimpse of somebody before he's blinded up. Eventually loses his life out. That was to be expected. Xbox needs to get the reload in. Bomb is going to get on the side here as well, but 9 have rotated thick and fast.
They have, and look at K on the big flank. That's 2 kills with the dualies. Spamming away, doing so much work. Xbox finally removed him. KEiiiii though, that's 2 big headshots, and he finishes off the last. Oh, he had a slow map 1, didn't he? Had a nice couple of multi-frags at the end on Ancient, but he's having some big impact on map 2.
Yeah, that was a huge multi-kill coming through from KEiiiii. I thought K's flank there was going to completely unravel the round for Sangal, but not to be the case. Despite his double, it will be forgotten as the round goes the way of the T side. 9 going to spend all their money coming into next year, try and make the force buy work, but if they lose, this is double digits for Sangal. That's going to be a tough position for 9 to recover from, Traps. There's a lot riding on this force buy right now.
sausoL. Ooh, okay. This force buy you mentioned. Nice aggression from Norot though. Actually, it's him with the M4, and he does really well to get that one frag. Bambosh directly under the window, and Sangal are going to make this a little bit different and a little bit goofy. It's going to be mid to A instead. And they're going to go through heaven instead as well, and that's not working out for them at all. Minio's 1 dig liner. sausoL needs to answer back, and he does brilliantly. 2 versus 2. K is still lurking around here. Do they even know he's close? He's checking sausoL properly, but sausoL has done absolutely everything right in that scenario. He's got all 4 kills in this round, and he's cleaned up the risk beautifully.
I mean, it was looking like 9 were they were on the brink of winning the force buy. 4 versus 2, everything was going swimmingly for them, and then all of a sudden they were drowning, Trav. They were drowning, and nobody was there to help them. sausoL just Goomba stomping each of them.
Beautiful stuff, yeah. I mean, that was also scary as well for him because he had to try and find a way to isolate those fights. It really wasn't easy in that tight area near heaven and that little L connector. Minio's doing a pretty good job here. That damage he's done to KEiiiii, he rightly realises will be enough to make him die to the bomb, so it doesn't face any further. So that's a good AK save.
Okay, well, let's see. Trav, because of that AK they've carried through, it looks like that's going to coerce them into going for another force here. They are pushing all their chips into the middle of the table right now. And Youngster's kept the deagle because he's expecting to play against Nico in this next round here. Could be a problem. Looks like Sangal are going to keep this simple though, direct. B bomb sites where they grouped up right now, at least outside of it, but 9, they've got players to deal with what's about to be thrown at them.
Bambosh pushing up, gets himself his 1, but Youngster has a penalty shot on Minio actually. That wasn't easy, and now I think Sangal are aware there are at least 2 more towards B, so with 1 minute 15 on the clock, there's no reason to commit to this. Tamiko tries to cross back though with utility coming his way and can't get away. Suddenly this is looking a lot easier for Sangal.
Been some really good recoveries in these rounds from Sangal as well, where they don't have much going for them. A quick clean shot from 1 or 2 of their players turns the tide. This time it was Youngster with a beautiful dig shot there to maintain control, because there was so much utility raining in towards the stairs. It looked really uncomfortable for the T side. Either way, now they head over towards A. Are they privy to the threat of sandbags? Are they going to hard clear this? They have to. I mean, you're here so late in the round, you cannot assume this is empty right now. Norot has 2 lined up, a lot of damage done, but nothing fatal.
Heartbreaker there. You always feel like those situations are perfect. To get at least a couple of kills. But not this time. I think this series is now ebbing away from 9. They've kept it close the entirety of the night, but now Sangal are pulling away and are finally going to break this losing streak they have on Vertigo as well. At least that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, getting ahead of yourself there potentially, Trav. Just going to rein you in there.
Okay. Listen, I'm a 9 enjoyer as much as the next person, but
that's true, and you have been for a long time as well.
I have
Before
been.
it was cool.
Before it was cool. I even got a P2000 skin with 9 glitter stickers on it. So
that's awesome.
It's very pretty.
I mean, I just want to think back now. 9 were leading 12-8 on Ancient. They lost, what, 16-13, I think it was in the end. So they won 1 round, and they lost 8 in the process from leading 12-8. Okay. Carry that into Vertigo and add that to the tally. They've won 6 rounds, while Sangal have won 18 since that 12-8 scoreline on Ancient. 9 have won 6 rounds, while Sangal have won 18 since then.
Incredible.
This time they will blink. Half buy for the CT side. Still weapons at their disposal, though. Can't count them out of it.
Good start. And it's still a pretty nice purchase for 9. It means even if they find a way to lose in this 5v3 now, they can have something in the next as well. As you can see, the money left over, but they're in a good position now with 3 having armor. 257 still in play. We know how powerful they can be. Youngstar will make his way through mid with xFloud. xFloud has still got full utility. So there's a chance on this one. They've kind of caught the timing in mid here as well. All 9 aren't checking this. There's Youngstar with 1. This is where it could fall apart. There are still 2 players here. Good reaction, and Norop was always going to come in on that flank to deal with sausoL. So I think they realised what was going on, and the repositioning from Bambosh was pretty good. 3 kills for him in that one, and that is pretty big. And you mentioned me getting ahead of myself. Look at the money on Sangal. Maybe I was.
Yeah, 10-6. They'll go all in here, will Sangal, but they lose this. 10-7 becomes 10-8. We've already seen that 9 are capable of making comebacks. Is that going to be the case here once again? Is there still some life left in this game for 9? A twist in the tail. Let's see what's going to happen here. Sangal need just 3 more rounds here in regulation to cap the game off 2-0. And there's going to be contact towards ramp. I actually thought KEiiiii was going to get a free frag there. Nade is off the mark as well. Well, they're wondering, where's he gone? How's he gotten out of there? But he's escaped them completely.
Yeah, this is a weird situation now. I mean, as you say, like, full investment. 3 AKs isn't bad. But 9 have a path back into this one, but not if flashes are as good as that on Minio. xFloud sends Linus in, and the Tech 9 is successful. Nora is once again sandbags, but this time an AK and not an MP9. The flash comes through to give him a little shoulder peek. I think they've spotted him there. Thankfully, of course, he does have a smoke, so he doesn't need to give up his life. And okay. He does put out that molly. I'm not sure actually that molly was going to reach, but he's going to take that opportunity anyway to fall back from the position. And KEiiiii plays it cheeky, just walking through the gap smoke. Ganginio was staring at it because he knew that they knew Norop put out that molly. So he was focused on that. Bambosh spots the information toward B, and now he can wait for rotations.
I mean, if Sangal could at least get a bomb plant, that would give them an injection of cash going into the next round, and that's what they can go for right now, but no, completely unsuccessful. sausoL nearly gets a 3rd kill on the spray down there. A stray bullet would have connected to the head potentially, but Norop will get the kill. That's 10-7. Trav, Sangal's economy's been broken, and 9 are finding a way to keep themselves in it once again.
I don't believe in the caster curse. I always say this to you. I say this to everyone I cast with. But I'm sorry. This game's on again. Absolutely on again. Full eco coming in. 10-8. CT side for 9. Probably a side that at least they can sort out setups on and feel relatively comfortable in their positions and their roles. Nora has watched more than enough of this squad to know what to do.
Yeah, and how they play.
True. I mean, it was pretty funny. I think I remember an old Norot tweet Something along the lines of, listen, we win on Vertigo all the time, but remove this terrible map or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny to show his feelings on where this one should go. I mean, that's my personal feeling as well. I think a nice revamped train for Vertigo would be nice after the major. We'll see.
Yeah, I would love to see Train coming into the active duty map pool. That would be a real pleasure. I am a Train enjoyer.
That's nice. That's actually really nice for 9. That's all 5 alive. They had a decent bank anyway, but that just buffs it. So, they'll have multiple chances. Even if they lose everything. Sangal need to find a way again. But of course on Vertigo, it can happen just like that. A couple of random headshots on the B stairs angles or on ramp, for example. It can be volatile.
Really important round here for Sangal. They've been in a good position throughout the entirety of this half so far. sausoL's feet not going to get spotted. Does he walk into the crosshair? He does, but sausoL was busy moving. He's now completely blinded by the flash. Does not stand a chance. He ate that flash bang like it was a meal. Nothing happy about that one. And that's going to be a great opening kill for 9.
Another opening. Alright, in touch with Gap this time. Not sticking himself and keeping stuck to sandbags. Working mid. He might have some good timing on this though. This round is definitely not done. D'Amico finds that lurk. That's really important. And now KEiiiii needs to be careful. Thankfully that smoke is actually put down at a decent time, but he still gets taken down and the rotations are already here. It's down to Linus. The mouse wheel jump happens and it puts him on 1 HP. Oh, puts him on 1 HP. Doesn't matter because Bambosh has shifted into the angle and makes it really easy for Linus. And Minio's only 38 as well. This 1 HP really doesn't mean that much in this clutch now. It's pretty even. There's no HE, of course, on Minio. He's going to charge in. Linus escapes to B. And now it's a standoff. Who swings first? Linus is probably going to thinking to himself, I have to take the initiative. I'm low, but Minio is playing so patient. And that is years of Vertigo experience coming to help out there. 9's blushes are spared.
Yeah, brilliant patience there from Minio in the 1 versus 1. I love the way Linus plays that situation as well. It was a great attempt from the IGL in the 1v3. First 2 kills looked really good. I mean, Sangal, they have kind of been in tatters in these past few rounds on the T side. Wouldn't mind a pause, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Because they've been in some disarray, I would say, these past few rounds on their T side. Losing opening picks consistently. No trades coming through either. Need to turn things around here because they're running out of time. 1 round is all they've got. And will they even go for an investment here, Trav? Do you go for the half buy? Guarantee a full buy in the next, maybe?
I could see 1 player, Tech 9, decent util, 2 or 3 players, Galil, Kevlar, because they can still buy with 3,400 loss. And they're actually fully investing rather than doing that. So you should be the coach. You call for the timeout. They timeouted, if that's a phrase I can use. And I didn't call that, so, you know. Jumpy who?
Yeah. Gonna be jumpying into his role soon here, man.
Alright, calm down.
One
It's
can
big,
dream,
though.
Trav.
I mean, honestly, it's really not that bad. I mean, you mentioned, of course, having full loss means that feel comfortable to still go for these investments. The only thing that really is the issue is the utility, and they've still got enough, right? They've got 2 smokes to maybe do an execute on A. The basic answer on Vertigo. And a couple of mollies too, so it's actually absolutely fine.
Alright, well. Sangal taking their time, recognizing the magnitude of this round. As we've already highlighted, historically they've struggled quite a lot on Vertigo. T side is where they normally do a bit better though. 49% win rates on their T side. They're going to be hoping that gets carried through here right now. Has been quite a lot of space afforded to them over towards the B sides, and you don't really blame Nine because they took the deep control towards stairs, and now they're kind of just relying on having those phantom players in place and hoping Sangal are worried about those players in the close positions. Minio's here, as well.
Oh, and that's wild timing to spray that smoke. He does so much damage. Gets one kill, but neither, if you get what I mean. And so much damage has been done. Surely Tomiko gets set up, but only a 1-for-1. Now it's interesting. It's Nora and K. K is on this quick flank. sausoL has already shot one bullet close up, and he's only 39 health. Swing comes through, but he wins it through the plywood. And now it's Nora in the open. Let's go. Nora, the old coach of Nine, wouldn't this be something to step up? He's using the Minio strategy of biding his time, waiting for sausoL to peek first, head spotted, but now he can move back, and that's when sausoL swings. That's super bold from sausoL, and he gets away with it. Two incredibly impactful kills, one through the wood, one while he was just in the open on low HP. Sangal get away with it.
That's exactly why I was laughing the way that I was, is because how brave Minio was. I couldn't really believe that he just swings that in the 1v1. Not keen to play time. He just wants to try and finish off the job. Gets incredibly close. Now, neither team has any money in the bank. They both have to empty their pockets to afford the investment. Oh, goodness. Oh, sausoL, he wants to pick up where he left off on that B bomb site. He will get dropped off in the underworld. Linus is going to take so much damage from that HE grenade.
Wait,
it's advantage 9.
That did so much. He was 73 health, now he's 17. What the hell? Probably max damage nade. Minio, oh, he tries to take initiative in mid. He knows that xCloud has been the man to do that basically the entire game. And stop it before he goes any further, and it's not going to work out. And Youngstar, Nora and K caught dallying about in the middle of the site, not in good positions yet, and that's going to punish them. Sangal are going to reach match points here. Tomiko has no say in this.
Yeah, and unfortunately he's going to try and save the AK. No, they've got their knives out! It's a gentleman's agreement! Tomiko says knife out because he wants the movement speed to get the gun. xCloud wants the knife frag. Style points are plenty. 12-9, no money, 4-9. And this could be the end, Trav, the end of the road. Yeah,
and 9 are stuck on 9 at the moment as well. xCloud, you cheeky boy. Wasn't needed, but actually, you know, it might be impactful if somehow 9 win a couple of rounds here. Extra bit of cash injection. But the buy that 9 have to stay alive in this BO3 is an MP9. Make that 2. Deagle a 5.7 and 1 M4. The M4's on the right player. Tomiko had a great day so far. Sangal are set up for this win now. It's been tight, it's been squeaky.
Been very tight. Especially with the way they were able to get across the line on Ancient. I love what I've seen from Sangal, and I love the tone that they're setting here for Season 47, Trav. Showing their contenders here to claim one of those top 2 spots in Group D.
Yeah, and it has to be said, Group D, I christened it D standing for death earlier. It is one of the best groups probably in ECL this season, with both 9 Pandas and Movistar Koi in the group, of course, having both recently qualified for the major. They're going to be on a high. So a good start for Sangal is a necessity.
Oh, Minio is spotted. Bit of chip damage coming through there from sausoL. He's just playing this B-lurk really well right now. He's keeping the CTs interested. However, they have been making moves over towards the opposite side of the map. They've got the stack, and they've got Norot in towards Skinny. So they're very well set up on the side of this map. Does anybody consider this from the T side? Doesn't look like it. Oh my god, Youngster. Phenomenal reaction speed coming through from him. Norot tries to trade, but he offers himself up on a silver platter. 2v5, job done. Right?
Right. K doesn't have a kit. The bomb's not yet planted, and he's actually trying to escape through the smoke. Actually, the bomb did go down before he swung, but yeah, in the end, K gives it up. Youngstar seals it. And very well played from Sangal. That gotta give a lot of credit to 9. They fought very, very well with a tough roster situation, but Sangal were the better team in the end, and it showed.
Yeah, really good work coming through there. I mean, I'm very impressed.